So today's story starts in the city of Dakar, Senegal, in West Africa, where we are told that our main character Sido is very poor and orphan, and he lives with his brother Musa, and he works in construction every day so that he can earn some money, and his only goal is to earn more and more money by doing more and more work, so that one day he can go to Europe and become a very famous singer, so that his family will finally be able to live a good life. And here, but they work hard for 6 months and save money to go to Europe. And then one day, Sido tells his mother Yuko that he wants to go to Europe and work so that he can take care of the family. But hearing this, Sido's mother gets very angry with him because many people from this village had left for Europe, but on the way, some died in the desert and some in the sea. And after that, the next day, Sido's mother gets very angry at him. She screams a lot because she believed that all this was Musa's idea, and because of him, Sido is also insisting on going to Europe. And now here Sido is secretly watching all this, after which he comes forward and calms his mom down. He gets it done and tells them that I just lied last night. I was just kidding you. I am actually not going anywhere. And now here we see Sido and Masa doing their work every day. And after returning from work, he would write his songs every night at night and sing them in front of his friends. And finally, after 6 months, he had enough money to go to Europe. And after which he would meet a man whose name is Jiko, and they ask him for advice to go to Europe. But Jiko tells that you guys should not go to Europe because the lives that are seen on TV are never in reality, and Europe is not as beautiful as it seems. We see on TV that life is very bad there too. People are living on the streets and it is not easy to live there. And now, after meeting Jisco, Sido decides that he is not going to go to Europe, but Musa is adamant. But he is adamant and convinces Sido also because they have worked for 6 months and cannot step back today. And now, because Moses tells him so much, Sido also agrees, after which both of them go to a shaman. He is a kind of pandit, and he asks him if he can go to Europe. And here the shaman, a pandit, tells him that, yes, you can definitely go. And after hearing this, both of them are very happy. After which they go to seek the blessings of the ancestors, after which Sido leaves for Europe with Moses the next day without telling his mother. And on the way, he is singing his songs which he had composed. And when they reach a place called Mali, there they get their passports made for rupees 1,100,000 from a man. And here the man says that if someone asks him to show them the passport, then they have to silently show their passport without anything. He said, and from now on they are from Milian, and from now on they are no longer from West Africa. And here he also changes the names of both of them on their passports, and he changes Musa's name to Melik and Sido's name to Self. And now, when they are about to enter Nigeria at the border of Mali, the guards there check their passports, and while interrogating both of them, Musa starts speaking excessively, due to which the guard there stops him. He catches them lying and he threatens them that if they do not give him $50 immediately, both of them will go to jail. After which both of them reach Nigeria, and there they meet a man named UA who hacks them. UA gives them an offer with the help of which they will leave Nigeria and go to Italy, but for this they will have to pay $1,200. Now hearing this, both Sido and Musa become very happy and accept his offer, after which UA takes them to his shelter, and there he tells them that till I collect some more passengers, you wait for me here. And now that night, a man named Nali tells them that the desert where they are going is going to be very dangerous, because there will be many mafias on the way who will try to rob them, and to save our money from those mafias, we will have to put our money in a plastic bag and put it in our backyard, so that the Libyan mafia will not be able to find that money. Hearing this, both Sido and Musa start laughing because they did not find it serious at all. But everyone else was very serious because they knew that this could also be because he knows that the mafia is very ruthless and will not spare anyone. And now the next morning we see that everyone is getting ready to leave and Musa is dumping his money in his backyard. Seeing this, Sido is standing at a distance laughing, and now that night they leave him at the Nigerian border after traveling a long distance. And after going a long way in the Sahara Desert, the car in which Sido is sitting stops. She starts going on a different route from the other car, and due to the rough road, the car is moving with great difficulty, and one of the passengers of the moving car even falls. But these people do not stop for that man, and they start taking the car forward. Now seeing this, Sido gets very scared, and he holds the car very tight, because he knows that if he falls, these people are not going to even pick him up. And now, when they reach the middle of the desert, there, the driver cuts them off and tells them that from now on, they will have to go on foot. And now seeing this, everyone feels very bad because they had not paid for all this. But their anger is now changing. Now, they would have done the entire journey on foot. And while walking on the way in that desert, Tito sees that there are many dead bodies lying there, which were once like him. And now 2 days would have passed while walking. And a woman starts having a lot of difficulty in walking, and she is no longer able to walk properly, and falls down there, but no one is bothered by this, and everyone is moving ahead on the way. But Sato doesn't see all this, and he helps the old lady by giving her his remaining water to drink. But after seeing all this, Musa gets very angry with him, because he will be left far behind in the matter of that old lady. And if he is left behind from the group, then he will get lost in this entire desert, and then no one can save him from drowning. But here Saito sees that even after giving him water, the old lady dies on the spot. And now seeing this Saito, he becomes very sad, but he cannot do anything, due to which he starts running towards his group. And that night they are all stopped there by the Libyan mafia, and there all their money is snatched from them. That too, without showing any humanity. And the mafia asks those people who do not have any money in their pockets to have some drinks, because the mafia also knows how people hide their money. And now the mafia is here. Finally, they meet with the money, after which the mafia separates those people from whose pockets the money was not found. And here both Moose and Saito get separated. And seeing all this, Saito becomes very sad because he can't believe what happened, but he can't do anything. And the next morning, CID and everyone else who survived are feeling that maybe they got saved. But later on, CID is attacked by mafia. They are also caught and are taken to the mafia jail, from where they will be sold like slaves. And now, after reaching the jail, a man named Noonan tells them that they are not policemen. They were not from the army, and they are part of the mafia. And now, if you all have to stay in this jail, then you will have to do everything that the mafia asked you to do. And if you do not listen to them, then all of you will be killed. You will go. And now after telling all these things, Noonan takes all those people to a room where he tortures everyone. And here the man named Noonan asks them to give their family numbers so that we can ask for ransom money from your family. And here those who give their family numbers, Noonan releases them. And the rest who are not giving their family numbers, all of them including Doe, are there. There is a lot of torture. And now this story was going to be very cruel, because 2 guys who had set out to fulfill their dream are now stuck in a place from where it is almost impossible to get out. And here we see Saito a lot. We see him in a bad condition where his face was badly injured, and now Saito is seen by a man named Martin, who offers him a drink because he was able to see him in that pain. And now for a few days later, a mafia man comes inside the jail and tells all the prisoners that I need a carpenter. So whoever knows the work of a carpenter should come with me. And along with him, he also tells those people who there are builders, they should also come with him, because now they want to get the work done by them. And now after hearing this, Martin raises his hand and asks Saito to raise his hand quickly. And now outside, there is a man named Jan. The man buys Martin for $500. But here Martin tells him that he cannot work alone and he needs a man. And he puts forward Saito that they both will work together. And here he is really in luck. This happens because the mafia man agrees with Martin, and when they reach his location,
the man tells them that they have to build a wall around the house for his boss and then feed Martino Saito to his heart's content. It is given so that he can work well, because in jail he hardly gets anything to eat. And after eating food, he starts working. And here Saito did not know how to work like a builder, but Martin. Gradually, he teaches him the work, and now when the work is over in the evening, Martin asks Saito, "Does your father know that you have left for Europe?" Then Saito says that his father died in his childhood and his mother don't know that he had left for Europe with his cousin. And here Martin asks about Saito's cousin Moses, but Saito tells that the mafia had caught him on the way and they both got separated. And now after hearing this, Martin felt very bad for Saito, but Saito is sure that he will definitely meet Musa one day. Now one day when their work was almost finished, Nam comes there and tells Martin that he will find a fountain here. Also has to be made as you can see in this picture, and Martin agrees to it and tells him that I can make it even better than this. Then Nam tells Martin that if he can really do it, then his boss will ask him to do it, will be very happy and will free them from the mafia and will also give them money to go to Tripoli. Now hearing this, both Martin and Saito become happy because they now had a hope to get out of here, and now they will be able to destroy that wall. wall. After completing it, both of them start working on the fountain with great enthusiasm, because if they do this work properly, then they have a chance to get out of here. And now, after a few days, Martino Sido completes his fountain work. Then I notice that Sido's boss comes there and sees their fountain, and he and his wife like the fountain very much, and the mafia boss is happy with it and frees them from the mafia and gives them trypnea. And now finally, on reaching Tripoli, Sido starts searching for Masha, but even after trying hard, he doesn't get anything, due to which Martin tells Sido that he can go with him, but Sido can't leave his cousin behind. Now, after hearing this, Martin agrees and tells him. He says that as soon as you find Musa, come to Italy. I will wait for you there. And before parting, Sida thanks Martin and both go their separate ways, where Sida starts looking for Musa again. But even after searching a lot, no trace of Musa was found. And while searching for Musa, he was working as a laborer in Sido. And now, one day when Sida was doing his work, his friend came and told him that some laborers had just arrived from Singal. They have come from which perhaps the person you are looking for may also be among them. And now, on hearing this, Sido runs towards those laborers of Singli, and luckily, Musa is also among them. And seeing Musa, Sido hugs him and asks him to run away from there. But Musa refuses to go. Then Sido asks him why. Then Musa tells him that he can't walk. Now, he got shot in his leg when he tried to run away. Now, this Sido feels very bad after hearing this. But Musa tells Sido that now we should go back home. But here, Sido tells him that now we are very close to the destination. And now, we cannot return from here. And he is here with Musa, says to him, we will get you treated here. And after that, we will leave for Europe. And now, seeing the enthusiasm of Sido here, Musa also agrees. And after this, Sido brings him to his friend Loy for the treatment of Musa. Here Loy, he starts treating him. After which Loy asks Sido to bring medicines from his friend Samir. And Samir is a barber here who used to sell medicines illegally, because here medicines are not given to black people on medicals. And when Sido reaches Samir, Samir quickly gives him the medicines and asks him to leave quickly because he might get caught. And now here Sido brings the medicines and Loy Musa. He gives medicines, and after that Sida cleans Musa's body because it was very dirty. And now at night, Loy tells Sido that we have to take Musa to the hospital. He needs surgery, but here Sida tells him but black people are not treated in hospitals. Then what should we do? Now even Loy does not have the answer to this. And here he tells Sida that we will have to take him to the hospital somehow, or else it will take him 10 days. If we do not take him to the hospital, the infection will spread so much that he may even die. Now the next day, Sido goes to a man named Janam and gives him all his money, which he had saved to go to Italy. He gives everything, but unfortunately Janam returns his money to him and tells him that this money is very less. Even a man cannot be taken with this money. Then here Sido becomes very sad. Now Sido has to. Seeing me sad in this manner, Jane tells me, but he has another way. If he wants, he can go on his ship as a captain. And now Sido also agrees to this, whereas he has to run the ship. He does not come at all. And now, on reaching home, Sido tells Musa that he is going to Italy. But here, Musa asks him where he got so much money from. Then here Sido tells him that he will go as the captain of the ship. And here the next day, Janam teaches Sido how to sail a ship, where he tells Sido that no matter what happens, you have to keep this compass at 0 and you will reach Italy in no time. And if you need any kind of help, then you can call me on my phone. But now that night, Sido was feeling very nervous because many other people were also going to go with him, and the responsibility of so many lives was now on Sido's shoulders. And now, due to nervousness, he refused to go with Jainam as the captain of the ship the next day, because he does not want so many people to lose their lives due to his mistake. But hearing this, Jainam gets very angry and throws him out of the ship. And now, due to this, Sido has no way out and has to go on the ship as a captain, due to which Sido finally has to obey him and become the captain on the ship. And now, after going far ahead from here, Sido sees some light, and seeing that light, both Moses and Sido become very happy because they they feel that they have reached the beach of Italy. But as soon as the ship, when they get a little closer, they see that it is an oil refinery. And now the next day Sido comes to know that there's a pregnant woman on his ship and she is bleeding right now, due to which he gets very nervous and he calls Pathé's base coat, where his call is picked up by an officer. And here Sido tells them that he had set out to go to Italy, but a big emergency has come on the way and a woman on his ship has been seriously injured. If you are bleeding, then please send someone to help us. In response to which the officer tells them that we will try to help you as soon as possible. Now hearing this, Sido gets some relief and starts waiting for help. But when no help comes till night, Sido loses courage and decides that now he will take the ship forward. Then the next day, a man comes here and Sido tells him that there are some people in the engine area below the ship who are now knowing that they are trapped there. Sido goes straight down to the engine room and rescues those people who are trapped there with great difficulty. And here these poor people are trapped in it for many days, hungry and thirsty, and Sido rescues them. He quickly gives some food and water, and then that pregnant woman there gives birth to a child. Now seeing all this, a strange incident takes place there and the crowd starts moving here and there. Now seeing all this, Sido asks everyone to remain calm, because due to their movement here and there, even the ship can capsize. And now here he tells everyone to pray to God that we reach Italy safely. And after traveling continuously for many days, we finally reach the coast of Italy. They reach there, and after reaching there, everyone is very happy and they all thank God that they reached Italy safely. And after a while, a Coast Guard helicopter also arrives there, which has come to help them. Seeing which, Sido becomes very emotional and he cries and says that I am the captain of this ship and we have reached Italy. And after going through such a difficult situation, he had finally reached Europe. And the story ends here. So how did you like this story? Do tell in the comments. I'll see you with another new story. Till then, goodbye.